Hello, this is Lynn for B&B Films, and I'll be doing a critique on the film St. John of Las Vegas. Now, I got to see this film last night at the Enzian Theater in Maitland. It's one of those great theaters that show independent films, as well as they have their own gourmet menu, where I actually got to feature their current special of artichoke fritters. It was delicious. Back to the film. St. John of Las Vegas is about an ex-gambler who has left Las Vegas, who's now living in New Mexico working for an insurance company. When he decides it's finally time to move up the corporate ladder, he goes to his boss and is reassigned to work for fraud, and this puts him up with a seasoned veteran. The cast of St. John of Las Vegas is led by Steve Buscemi, who can be seen in Big Fish, Romany Malco from 40-Year-Old Virgin and Baby Mama, Emmanuelle Chriqui, who is well known for her work on Entourage, as well as Sarah Silverman, Tim Blake Nelson, and Peter Dinklage, who will be in the upcoming film Death at a Funeral. This is Hue Rhodes' first feature-length film. When I researched him, I realized that the other two films he had done before were two shorts, one being 14 minutes and the other being 4. He also wrote the screenplay for this, which he adapted out of one of Dante's stories. You know, the guy who wrote Dante's Inferno. He adopted it out of one of his stories. I'm not exactly sure of the story. I immediately go to Dante's Inferno, but I'm pretty sure Dante Alighieri has also written other stories besides Dante's Inferno. Now, as his directing as his first feature-length film, it was a really great ride because from finish to end, you're very much curious what is going to happen to our main character. Where is he going? What's he doing? How will he actually get himself out of this weird situation? And another great thing about the director is that he's actually great for every fan he gets. Because of the fact that I saw it last night, I just opened my own tweet account. Well, Twitter account, of course. I tweeted the fact that I actually saw it and I enjoyed the film. And I mentioned it at two places, the Enzian Theater and Sarah Silverman, because Sarah Silverman was in the film. Which also ended up getting a tweet on the St. John of Las Vegas Twitter account, as well as Hue Rhodes kind of giving me acknowledgement, and he was happy that I enjoyed the film. So, of course, any guy who's willing to give you a tweet reply saying he's happy you actually saw his film, it's gotta be a good guy. It is a great cast of characters, with Steve Buscemi as the ex-gambler, because of the fact that Steve Buscemi is made for these type of roles, where he's kind of playing the little bit twitchy guy, but also a little bit down on his luck. Romany Malco is the quote-unquote, he's the senior fraud agent. Well, you know, he is technically younger than, of course, Steve Buscemi, but he knows his stuff. He's almost the equivalent of Tommy Lee Jones's character in Men in Black, where he's all about the job and all about the business, but he also is encouraging of his prodigy. Sarah Silverman, you just gotta laugh at her actual character because she's one of those obsessive type people, to the point that everything she wears and everything in her house is all themed around one thing. Think about one of those Beanie Baby type ladies, but she's not obsessed with Beanie Babies. So if you can go see this film, I know it's in limited release. Its original release date was February 17th and is now March 25th, so who knows where it's actually still available. Go out and see it. It'll be a fun ride.